100% accuracy, brilliancy, lost in 10 moves, checkmated on the spot. If that game scared him from ever playing the Petrov again, I am proud of myself because I don't think he should be playing it. All right, we got the white pieces. What should we do here? All right, I'll start with e4. We'll see what happens. e5. What are we feeling? Okay, knight f3. We'll keep going. Ooh, knight f6. Okay. Well, it looks like our answer is in front of us. We are currently playing the Petrov. So there you go. That's what we've got. So, I think the thing about the Petrov is, you know, white's best move will pretty much always be knight takes pawn, right? You can play other moves here, but they're basically subpar. So start by taking.
Hey everybody, really excited to let you all know that I just released a brand new Checkmate course and it's available now. In this course, I'll be showing you a lot of techniques and patterns that I use in my own games. These are a must-know. Here's what you can expect to find inside this course.
The course comes with 12 official chapters, and each one of those chapters has an example game to accompany them, as well as a video component. I'll give you guys an idea of what that video component looks like now. You can waste a king move, pre-move this, so you know, okay, if you moved here, there's only one more square for that king to move to. Now I can pre-move this, and pre-move mate. Pre-move, and pre-move. So as you can see there, there's full explanations in the videos, but if that's not enough, and even to supplement that, I have some great personal annotations through text that is added to the PGNs as well. Let me show you what one of them looks like now. For example, this is from chapter 12, the bishop and knight checkmate technique, and you can just see how thorough it really is. And the idea is to get this down to a pattern, down to a science, so that you can repeat and do it every single time. Finally, you can get the course yourself in the official chessbrah merch store. That's chessbrahstore.com. Just scroll to the bottom of the page to find GM Amon Hambleton's Checkmate course. The price is $50, and included are the 12 videos along with all PGNs and my personal annotations. This is the first course I've released, and I'm excited for you guys to see what's inside. This is a good way to begin. You never know what people are going to play these days. A lot of people still take this pawn, which is a huge mistake. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of had a feeling. On the list of openings that I recommend for lower rated players, the Petrov is not even on the list. This goes in the same vein as playing the French Advanced, right? This is just bad. It's really bad. Don't play the Petrov. It's like, first of all, you have to make sure that you don't lose this way every single game. But it's like, how can you play the Petrov and this is your intention? I'm curious to check if this guy has ever seen this before, because you know what? It wouldn't make a lot of sense for him to be a Petrov player every game. And it's like, obviously people have taken on e5. Is he taking on e4 every game? Because that would be really strange. Just blundering every game the exact same way. So I'm going to continue with queen e2, which is an important move to play. Queen e2 hits the knight. If the knight moves, then you you're kind of lost already. So we'll see what black wants to do here. But queen e2 hits the knight, and if the knight moves out of the way, the queen is lined up to the king, right? So it's already kind of a bad sign. So after f5, I do have some options here. d3 hits the knight, right? Immediately I'm just trying to get the knight to move, and then once again, I have this discovered check with the queen. I also can play queen to h5. Right? Queen to h5, check. If the pawn goes to g6, knight takes g6, good trick to know. Pawn takes, and I take on h8. So with two very good options, I kind of have to differentiate them. If I go d3, let's imagine my opponent plays d6. Well, I just move the knight back and I win this guy by force. So if I play d3 and the knight moves anywhere, it doesn't matter, knight c6 will win the queen. Discover check. So after d3, the only move for black is this. Queen e7. The only move that I can see that does anything, honestly. So queen e7. And then if we move the knight back, black can move their knight back, and I wouldn't actually be winning anything there. d3, queen e7. If I don't move my knight and I don't know, protect it, then black moves the knight, and again, I don't have this discovered check. It's not check anymore at all. If d3, queen e7, and then queen h5, maybe trying to combine the two. Okay, g6, knight takes g6, pawn takes g6, and you know, if I go and grab this rook, I'm in a little bit of trouble there. Because then black is the one that has the discover check on me, so I don't want to allow that. So my calculation leads me to believe that d3 is only really playable if after this, g6, knight g6, I take with the queen on g6. And then take the knight on e4. Or I could play queen h5 and play this line and take in the corner. So both of those look very good to me. I definitely think that queen h5 is harder for him to meet. I mean, this is kind of the reason why this wouldn't be very good. So I'm definitely going to choose this one, but I just want to say that I think d3 is a very good move here. Just that some of the lines may result in me, I don't know, up 3 pawns, 2 pawns, which is a big advantage. But queen h5 is kind of the nastier move for somebody to see in response to f5, because it looks like it directly takes advantage of it. Kind of reminds you why you're not supposed to play it. Okay, so we see g6. I have to continue the way that I was going to. Knight takes g6. So if pawn takes g6, yes, I consider queen takes g6, but after king there, I don't know if I'm really seeing what happens next. King e7. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Knight f6. So this was part of our calculation. We need to move our queen. If we move the knight, we actually lose our queen. So we don't want to do that. We got to move our queen. And I have some nice options here. And I actually have an option that has nothing to do with what I would usually play here. Usually I would play queen h4 or queen h3, but probably queen h4. So if he takes me, I take the rook. But I just have a much better, completely winning option here, which is to bring my queen right back to e2 with a check. And now this rook is just hanging. So already my opponent is completely lost. And it's mainly just because of his opening choice. I do not recommend playing the Petrov, that's for sure. This is just asking for trouble. Now after queen e2, I mean, the king can move. I'll take a full rook. Yes, the king can go to g7, but the best thing that's going to happen is taking the knight back. And okay, the knight can go to e4, but guess what? The knight on e4 is now pinned. The rook is for free, and my queen can still return to h5. So I'm going to start by taking the rook. But now I have multiple other threats. Queen h5 is a huge threat. Right? Queen h5, d3 is a huge threat, winning the knight. And I'm up a whole rook. So the first thing I'm going to calculate here is, of course, this. Queen h5, check. king e7, forced, because if king f8, you get mated. So queen h5 check, king e7, right? And what do we do from there? Well, I'm sort of thinking that in that position, queen f7, king d6, yeah, it's probably very, very good for me, but not completely winning. I'm looking at queen takes h7 check, because if the king goes here, I have knight f7. If the king goes to f8, I have queen f7. If the king goes to f6, I have queen h4, potentially with a skewer there, maybe even something better in queen f7 check. If the king goes to e6, though, that's kind of where I'm not sure. Right? Not sure what the best move there is. But after king e6, I can bring another piece into the attack. That's already a pretty good feeling for me. So I'm a big fan of queen h5 here. It seems like black's king is in serious trouble. d3 or f3 would be very good moves here. I just think that something like this might be a little bit better. So I'm going to go with queen h5 check. But if you played d3 or f3 here in a position like this to win the knight, you would be making a very good decision. d3, bishop takes f2, king d1. Yes, it sucks to move the king, but you're winning a full knight on the next turn. This move, checkmate. This move, not the hasty queen f7, but rather queen takes h7. So now we have answers to all these king moves. King f8, we have the simplest answer, which is mate. And that one is only 10 moves. Just a 10-move game. I don't know how many people in the chat feel like they would be able to replicate that game. But in this case, I would actually say, you know, some of the trickiest calculation was figuring out what to do here. It might have looked easy, but there was definitely a lot to think about. And then realizing in this position that you don't just play queen h4, but you actually come back. Our queen actually went here and here and here, back and back and back and forth multiple times. Same with our knight. But the bottom line is our opponent just committed, treason. Knight takes e4 is unplayable. You can't be making that move. After queen e2, you're just worse. Much worse. So if you're gonna play this opening, you have to at least understand that you can't take that pawn on e4. What is the actual move to do? It's d6. Kick the knight out first, and then take this pawn. That move you can do. And now if queen e2, you can play queen e7 to unpin yourself. But if he plays queen e7 here, we'll just take the free knight. Black could play this to win the knight back. But guess what? After pawn here, you're at the very minimum going to be down a pawn. Maybe worse. I have active pieces coming to kick your queen away. Kind of unplayable for black. Was it a 100% accuracy game? No, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it's not 100% accuracy. I'm sure it doesn't have a brilliancy. Let's see. I mean, fine, we'll check. Oh, it has both. Knight takes g6. Brilliant. And look at that. We played like a 1400. I'm honored. I'm getting all shy now. Yeah, this was concerning. You know what? I actually am going to take a look because I'm just too curious. I want to look at my opponent's profile and see other games where he's played with the black pieces. He played d5 this game. He played d5 this game. He played d5 this game. He doesn't play that opening. He plays the Scandinavian every game. He doesn't even play what he just played. Why did he do it? Where's this coming from? Why the hell did he play e5 and play an opening that he's never seen before? He plays the Scandinavian. That's fine. Why did he do it for the first time against me? What are the chances? He plays it every game. Oh no. What are the chances? The first time he's like, you know what? I've been playing the Scandinavian and I love it. I'm getting great positions. You know what? I feel like trying a new opening. I've been having so much success with the Scandinavian. Let's try e5. Oh, he played knight f3. Let's copy him. Hell yeah, this will be fun. 100% accuracy, brilliancy, lost in 10 moves, checkmated on the spot. All right, maybe back to the Scandinavian for a few games. Oof. Just bad luck, honestly. Just bad luck. Bad timing. Just bad timing. And if that game scared him from ever playing the Petrov again, I am proud of myself because I don't think he should be playing it. He's much better playing d5. It looks like it's working well in the games that I've seen. It really does. He's playing right now. Oh, he's got the white pieces. He's got the white pieces. That's less interesting. That's less interesting. I wanted to watch him play with the black pieces again. I was curious if he was going to play e4, e5. But anyway, it actually just looks like bad luck, bad timing. He's never played the opening and he randomly decides to play it for the first time against me. Oops. I am a little proud that I might have saved his chess career. That's right. Exactly. He was having fun trying something new. But everyone needs a reminder, a slap in the face early on in their chess career, that if you want to improve, you can't have fun. And it's like that in everything. You want to be, an amazing basketball player? No, you're not showing up to the gym and throwing half-court shots for fun. No. That's not allowed. No fun. You got to go there and you got to drill. You got to do the drills. You got to do the hard work. Same thing in chess. You can't just play whatever you want, no studying. You can't just sack pieces willy-nilly. You can't just play random openings. No, you got to actually look at them, actually study, actually do your tactics, actually play some slower games. No fun allowed.